Hey everyone, and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd, and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got a breaking news report coming out from Germany, and I've got a very concerning story I'd like to share with all of you today that the German government is actively preparing right now for possible Russian airstrikes on German territory here in the near future. Take a look at this new report on your screen. Germany is trying to restore old bunkers due to threat of Russian strikes. Germany is scrambling to roll back a decision to decommission air raid bunkers as military experts warn that Russia could be in a position to attack Western Europe within years. Yeah, so we've been hearing about this threat for well more than a year now. Top NATO officials have been warning that Russia could carry out an attack, maybe onto the Baltic nations or Finland. Also, possibly follow up with strikes deeper into NATO territory as far as Germany or maybe even the UK. We've been hearing about this for a very long time now, and it is a real threat. And we've been hearing also that NATO has been actively preparing for a potential war with Russia in the near future. We've been hearing also that this attack from Russia could come in just the next few years, as soon as like 2029 or even 2030, maybe sooner. So now we have the government of Germany starting to seek to restore underground bunkers that were being used since the Cold War. And there was up to like 2,000 bunkers. Many of them have already been decommissioned, but they're trying to get them back now and see if they can utilize them to help protect the population. So this is a very big indicator that we could see Russian attacks even as far deep into NATO territory as Germany in the near future. I want to talk more about this. Now, we've also got a report to go over regarding Switzerland. They're actually doing something very similar right now as well. So, NATO is getting ready for war with Russia. Let's hop on over here to a mainstream news report from Mail Business newspaper. This is out of South Korea, and they're going to be citing the Wall Street Journal today. So, this coming out today on July 21st, 2025. And it says right here Germany is seeking to restore underground bunkers that have been closed in large numbers since the Cold War. The intention is to prepare for the possibility of Russian airstrikes. According to the Wall Street Journal, on the 20th local time, Germany, stimulated by Russia's invasion of Ukraine, declared that it would become a country prepared for war by doubling its defense budget by 2029. Among military experts, there is an analysis that Russia could have the capability to attack Western Europe in the next few years. Millions of civilians will be left defenseless if cities are bombed every day, such as Ukraine. The German authorities are preparing measures, including the revival of bunkers based on the judgment that such concerns can be realized. The intention is not only to secure weapons such as tanks and drones in case of emergency, but also to reliably come up with measures to protect civilians. According to the Wall Street Journal, German authorities are working on a list of public spaces that can be quickly converted into shelters at low cost. In the long run, we plan to build stronger protection facilities. In addition, as a pilot project, it first set a goal, of securing bunkers that can evacuate 1 million people by the end of 2026. After that, the plan is to expand the shelter nationwide. So you can see how serious Germany is taking this whole situation. I mean, they're watching what's happening inside of Ukraine. Ukraine just getting smashed by drones and missiles. Imagine if Russia can increase the range of the drones they're currently using right now and strike way deep into NATO territory. I mean, this is getting very dangerous. And we've been hearing that there is a potential war between NATO and Russia in the near future. Could be within the next few years, maybe sooner, who really knows? And Germany is getting ready for that. Here's a little bit more information. It says after World War II, the gray high rise air raid shelters left throughout German cities are still in existence. Some may have been transformed into art galleries, hotels, and luxury houses. However, most of the large bunkers have to invest considerable cost and time in restoration, and if a large crowd is concentrated, they may become attack targets. In consideration of this, German authorities are pushing for a plan to convert it into an evacuation center by strengthening the durability of existing structures, such as underground parking lots, subway stations, and underground buildings, according to the Wall Street Journal. More and more Germans are trying to convert their private cellars into bunkers. Look at that. Even homeowners, okay, trying to convert their private cellars into bunkers as well. If you guys know anybody in Germany, or if we have any people from Germany that are living over there, if you know anybody that's doing that, let us know down in the comments. But allegedly, according to this information, a lot of Germans are trying to convert their cellars into bunkers as well. Of the 2,000 bunkers and shelters that operated during the Cold War, only 58 are currently left. In theory, these facilities only accommodate 480,000 people, or 0.5% of the German population. The remaining shelters, including 4 bunkers in Berlin, have lost function and are not operational, a German government spokesman told the Wall Street Journal. Only 20 years ago, Germany closed bunkers for the last remaining airstrikes, judging that military attacks on its territory were extremely unlikely, the Wall Street Journal said. But today, we are busy trying to reverse this decision. So you can see here that Germany is very concerned about these Russian strikes on German territory, and the fact that majority of these bunkers and shelters have already been closed down. I mean, look at that. Of 2,000, there's only 58 that are currently left and functional. That will only accommodate 480,000 people, only 0.5% of the population of Germany. So that's not good. That leaves a lot of German citizens exposed to these strikes. So it looks like they're trying to look for other resources they can utilize. They're talking about underground shelters, even under parking structures, or maybe inside of metro stations and whatnot. So clearly, the German government very concerned about potential war with Russia and strikes on their territory. And not only is Germany worried about this, but clearly Switzerland is doing the same thing. And I want to show you guys this also from Geo Insider. This is on X. Breaking: Switzerland is reviving 8,000 plus wartime bunkers amid security concerns after Russia's war in Ukraine. The Swiss army halted bunker sales in 2023 and is now seeking tech innovations to convert them into modern, low-cost, hardened defense hubs. Okay, so there's a very extensive underground bunker system inside of Switzerland, and from what I understand, pretty much every citizen inside of Switzerland has a very close, contact or connection with a bunker nearby their area. They could easily just go into one. There's plenty enough bunkers for the people that live there, based on the information that I was seeing. And now they want to upgrade many of these shelters into modern, low-cost, hardened defense hubs to prepare for possible war with Russia in the future as well. So we can see Switzerland doing the same exact thing. I know right now a lot of nations within NATO and Europe are getting ready for a potential war with Russia. And then on top of that, we just heard recently that all NATO nations are agreeing to a 5% of GDP defense spending for all nations across the board. They're going to be actively preparing for this war and building up their war stocks and weapons in case we see a war breaking out with Russia in the future. But pretty crazy news, guys. Just wanted to share this with you and let you know what the German government is trying to do right now with these bunkers and get them ready for possible strikes on their territory in the future. And we know that Germany is probably one of the largest, if not the largest, supporter of Ukraine. They've been giving Ukraine lots of weapons over the last few years. So I'm sure Germany is going to be one of the major targets that Russia goes after if this war with NATO kicks off. So let me know what you guys think about all these details down below in the comment section, but that's going to be it for today's update. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell, that way YouTube can notify you. And with that, hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the next one.